Hey, what's going on, everyone? Andy with Andy's Auto Care Plus. Hopefully you guys can see my face. I'll have to probably stand back here so you guys can see me okay. Today we're going to be talking about our good old vacuum setup we have in the shop here. We run well, you can see it, a VacuMaid Garage Pro. Garage Vac Pro is what they call it. Just so you guys know right off the bat, I'm going to link everything in here like I always try to do. This one will be their website. And there's a couple things about that we'll discuss here going forward. But this, I'll link a website. This I'll link an Amazon link. Hopefully they still have some. But I'll link an Amazon link to this. And if you buy through the Amazon link, I'll get a small commission. So if you are going to buy it, please buy it through the link. Would love if you would support the channel that way. I mean, we're talking pennies basically that I'll get. But you could do all your shopping if you would like through those Amazon links that I provide. If you would like to help the channel, that's one way you can do it. So anyway, without further ado, here it is. This thing cost me, let's see, I think it was around the $350 range for the setup that I got, which I'll tell you in a minute. The hose reel I bought a long time ago. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'll probably notice or recognize this thing from the Chevy Express van mobile detailing setup that I had. So this was in the back of that. I would run it off my little small rigid or the bigger rigid that I had at the time, and it performed pretty well, pretty good, I would say. But the complaint I always had was that it wouldn't have very great suction after running through 50 feet of hose. So after a lot of research, actually getting to see one of these set up in a mobile unit from a friend of mine, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on one of these, and I love it. Just so you guys know, the only downside to this, I'm going to say it right off the bat, it's a dry vacuum, so you can't be sucking water out. They do have attachments that you can run or hook up to this thing where you can make it to where you can, make it a wet and dry vac. But we still have our other vacuum that if a vehicle's got water in it, we just run that one and suck out what water we can. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so I said I'd talk about it. The way that I bought this is I actually called the company directly because the only ones they have on their website are ones that come with a hose. So you can do it that way if you want to buy a hose with them, but I like it on a reel, and they didn't have hose reels with theirs. You can probably buy in fact, I'll look for just a hose reel for a vacuum. I'll see if I can find that. So I had to do that, but I already had this, so I went and contacted them so that I could get it for a little bit less money, because on their website they only sell it with a hose and all that. But I kind of, in a way, wish I would have done that in a way, because the hose that they provide will have the proper attachments for this. As you can see, this looks like garbage. So I actually had to go out and find a hose, and then I had to find a couple adapters to make that work, which, it's a little wonky, but for now it's going to do the job. And it still works, but this hose is a 3-inch hose, and I'm sure I'm losing a little bit of suction through this. So I don't know, you'll just have to wager how you want to do it. So if you do go this way, you're going to have to get all these different adapters and whatnot and make it work. So that's what I had to do. It does work great though still. You can just yank this out. This will reach all over my shop, and I have about 2,000 square foot shop, so we can get every corner of the shop in this 50-foot hose, even right outside the front doors, which is fantastic. So the other thing that I did with this, which I highly recommend for you guys, whether you're mobile, in a shop, anything, if you're running a vacuum on a reel at all, get yourself a wireless controller. They're cheap, okay? They're not expensive. I think I paid $15 and I got 2 of them. So that's what this is right here. Very, very easy to deal with. Hopefully that's still in view. But very easy to work with. You program it, which is a matter of pushing the buttons a couple times after you plug it in, and then here you go, look. Just like that. One thing you probably noticed was this vacuum's extremely quiet compared to the rigid I've been dealing with. So the one we use in the shop is the 6.5 gallon rigid, the big one. That's quieter than the one we use on mobile, because we use the 4.5 gallon one that's super popular with detailing that everybody seems to have for mobile detailing, because it works and it does the job. It's fantastic. I love that thing for mobile. But anyway, this thing is super quiet. I can have it running, and I can stand here and I can hear myself talk. Hopefully that's showing up on this microphone that you guys can still hear me. But I can sit there and have a conversation even with the vacuum's on, which is crazy. I'm standing right next to it. I probably said that's crazy, like 4 times. I don't even know. But anyway, so it is a bag. So you put bags in here. So I bought HEPA bags, HEPA filtration bags or something for inside of it. That works great. It's super easy to change out. You pop these, pull the bag out, yada, yada. I don't need to show you guys that, I don't think. So anyway, I haven't had any issues with it popping a circuit. I am running it on a 20 amp circuit. I don't know if there's any other things I should be telling you about it. If you do think of a question or something like that, just feel free to leave it down in the comments. I will respond, or send me an email through andysautocareplus@gmail.com. Either way, I'll try to answer it to the best of my knowledge. Mounting it was super easy, actually. It has four screws in the back that go into the wall. We did use some wall anchors to make it go through this because I didn't have like a piece of wood to mount it on. Same with the hose reel, about the same process. That's about it, guys. I don't want to overcomplicate this video by any means. I want to be just straight to the point, show you guys how loud it is, show you the suction on it, I guess. Here we go. So the weird thing about this vacuum is from farther away, there's not a lot of suction. But when you get on this sucker, it is good. Look at that. Like, look at that. Like, this has got power. That's crazy. So anyway, the thing's got power, but it's a different kind of power because it's more like it's got lift. That's why we use this open nozzle like this, because one thing I am noticing is that if you get it stuck on carpet, it actually sticks. So you got to keep it at a little bit of an angle when you're vacuuming, but it does the job really, really good. So this is definitely what we're going to be working on putting in our new mobile detailing build that we're working on. That's just a little teaser of what's to come on the channel. We got a really cool special surprise for all my viewers, that especially those of you that really like detailing builds. So stay tuned for that, guys. Stay, I don't know, subscribe with the notification bell or whatever. I was wanting a video of this thing online when I was going to buy this, and I couldn't find one. I don't know why, but I couldn't find one. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there. Like I said, if you got questions, type it down in the comment section. I will get back to you guys. I will respond to those comments. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Happy detailing, everybody, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. And Merry Christmas if it comes out before Christmas. Happy New Year. I don't know when it's going to come out, but all right, guys. Peace.